What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk. We've got we are still going back and forth about the CJ Gardner-Johnson thing. I know there was a lot of um, heat, controversy. I don't know what the word the annoyance with the tweet that his agent had put out. And I know a couple people got on air and was like, his agent should be fired. Howie Roseman is going to remember that type of stuff. Not going to deal with him again. The only problem is the kid that we just signed from Tampa Bay, the safety we just signed from Tampa Bay. They have the same agent, so you can't necessarily say that. There's still some things to come out about what the deal actually was. Um, I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep looking to see if I can get the particulars on what the actual deal was, because most of the stuff that I've seen has just been speculation. So but I don't know, it's a weird situation. Everybody's getting kind of been out of shape because of what he said at the press conference. And it's like, it's a press conference. That's what he's supposed to say. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The the Detroit Lions are better than the Eagles right now. A little bit better is what he said. He's pumping up the team that he's with, and I ain't got no problem with that. He can say what he want to say. But at the end of the day, when camp starts and the season starts, ain't nobody gonna remember all this stuff. Now they might try to bring it up and pull up the receipts, and just so they can laugh at him. But it don't mean nothing. It's a press conference. He said what he was supposed to say. He embellished a little bit, and again, that's what he's supposed to do. He's on a new team, and he's trying to put his best foot forward. So people get bent out of shape. Want to call him traitor and all of that kind of stuff, and some of the people. This is where fans go above and beyond, and us as players or former players, we look at the situation and it's kind of realistic. Like, yeah, I get it. It was the same way when um, the guy was talking all the smack after we beat the 49ers in the playoffs. And it's like, as a player, to be in that situation where you lose a game like that, I understand that. So I didn't have no problem with it. It's the other stuff from people that have like an unrealistic view of what someone is supposed to do, what someone is supposed to say or not say. And that might be a bad look for the agent, but at the end of the day, he didn't say anything like really damning. Um, and if it does come out that that was the contract that was offered and it was backloaded at the end, I don't blame him for not signing it. I don't blame him for not signing it. Now, people might feel some kind of way about him going on Twitter, but that is the era that we live in. This is the environment for everybody. You got owners that'll jump on Twitter. Um, Agents aren't any different. So I don't know. There's a lot more story coming out about this. It's water under the bridge now. He's gone. We got to find his replacement, and we got to find somebody that's going to play um, up to that level. We might not find somebody that is as good as CJ Gardner Johnson, but we must find somebody that can fill that gap. Let me say it like that. We must find somebody that can fill that gap. So we've got some pieces to fill, some holes to fill, and we still have some pieces to find, and we still have a long way to camp. There's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of moves to be made. You all know how it gets right before the draft. You already know. So people getting bent out of shape, people getting butt hurt, and it's not that serious. Definitely not that serious. I wish CJ Gardner Johnson well. I think he's going to play well in Detroit. Detroit is a good team on the rise. Now, are they as good as we were last year? I don't know. But we didn't even know we were as good as we were last year. Stop playing. Nobody saw that coming from us. We thought we were going to have a good year if Jalen Hurts took us to a game past where we ended up the prior year when we lost that game to Tampa Bay, we would have been good. But he took us to the ultimate prize, and for all intent and purposes, was the best player on the field. Nobody expected that. So who's to say that the Detroit Lions can't do the same thing? They got a good coach, they got good players. That's what we had. That's exactly what we had. So everybody gets a shot. That's the beauty of the NFL. You can say what you want. All of these stories come out, and people just go nuts over them. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you look like when you step on the field. We knew that people talked that smack last year when we beat Detroit, and we expected to beat Detroit because they were Detroit. And come to find out, they gave us a game and almost took it from us. They gave us a damn good game. So, but oh, it was the first game of the year. It's like, nah, that's a good team. Now they had their issues during the year, but don't get it twisted. Detroit was better than everybody expected them to be. And this year, it looks like they're taking a step forward. The same way we did, we signed some primetime players. They're doing the same thing. That's what they're supposed to do. But we'll see when they step on the field. People are gonna say the same thing about us. We got holes to fill. We lost a lot of players. But when we step on the field, what are we gonna do on the field? That is the only thing that matters. So all of this stuff and rhetoric and all of this, um, the rumors and innuendo and social media posts and Twitter. Never in a million years would I thought Twitter would would instigate these type of reactions in the national media. It is crazy to me because I've seen the progression from when there was nothing to what it is now. There was no such thing as social media. Then there were cell phones. Then the electronic media and just the whole progression of it is very very interesting. I need to do a whole show on that because that is funny to me. But the way that can insinuate the reaction from the masses and the fans and everybody out there is it's amazing to me. I always it's funny to watch. It's funny to watch because it's just words. It doesn't mean anything, and still, I don't care what sport you play. Still, the only thing that matters is what happens when you step on that field, when you step on that court, when you step on that diamond, and it's all about you and whoever you're going up against. That's the only thing that matters. CJ Johnson was a great player for us. But guess what? If we come up against Detroit, I'm going to be looking for Devontae Smith and AJ Brown to run right past him. I've got that expectation. Nothing has changed. So people get bent out of shape for the craziest things. It's funny to me. Um, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. I'm sure there's gonna be more information to come out. But all the stuff talking about they're not how he's not gonna deal with his agent anymore, or his agent should have been fired. That's personal opinion. But at the end of the day, the deal was done or the deal wasn't done, and we're moving on to the next thing. So now it's all about what it's how we're going to do, who is how we're going to find to replace those pieces, because that's the only thing that matters. All right, we'll keep you posted. Please subscribe, please like, smash that like button, and we're gonna keep this moving.